Right, folks, quite a band I've got this evening with me, but I'm delighted to introduce you to Casey, Ollie, Aaron, and of course, a face we should all know, Mr. Stuart Peary. Well, look, I'll leave you guys at the moment, and I'll get Stuart to actually give us an idea of why you guys are here and why we're doing this wee interview tonight. So, Stuart, if you could explain what
Certainly
can.
We've got a partnership now running with Rosalie regarding our youth setup. We're trying to give ourselves a pathway for the younger ones to come through in our team. We've just found it difficult over the seasons in getting calibre of players as well. It's been difficult that way to get the guys through because the step's been too big from 18s we've felt to our level at the moment. So working with Rosalie now in a partnership with them, we've identified that. You'll already seen that we've signed Callum, Luca, Ross and Big Cammy. They've already signed on as a development team, so that's great, but we just felt we could go that little bit further. Casey's come in from junior club, watched him last season at Blair Gowrie, got a lot of reports on, got him watched, so over the minute he decided to join us, gives him a chance, so he'll now come in, part of the development team. He'll go out on loan to Tayport until January, we'll see how that goes. Ollie's coming in from Dundee, got released from Dundee, so he'll come in, local guy, he'll go and play at Rosalie, along with Aaron, is the same. Local guy, got released from Dundee United, and it's about giving these guys a second opportunity in case you think you were at Dundee when you were younger as well. So it's giving the guys another opportunity at senior football. There'll be better players than these two, and then myself, I got released at Dundee United when I was 16 as well, so I know what it's like and it hurts. So the guys are just going to find their feet, enjoy their football again. They'll come down and train with the first team. We'll be playing development games throughout the season, which will be a mixture of 18s, development and the first team, and that'll happen on a regular basis either here or elsewhere, so we can keep an eye on them. The good thing now, we've got Aaron, Ollie, Big Cammy are all joining Rosalie, so again it gives us a chance to get along and see them playing on a nice stadium as well, because they'll play here, so it's exciting. We feel we've now got a blend here that we've got a chance for us of getting hopefully one or two through in the coming years.
I mean, it's always been your goal, you've said that from the start, is to try and bring some youth through the system, you know?
And as I say, it's sore for the guys who've been full time with their respective clubs, and it's never nice to get released from anywhere, but if they're ugly enough and good enough, they'll come again, I've no doubt about that, and hopefully they'll push on and they'll be in the first team in the next, who knows, we've not got to put a time scale on it and say they need to be in the first team by next year. We'll just see how that goes and how the development goes. As I say, regular training with the first team will be great for them as well, and they'll get integrated into the squad and see how I work and how the rest of the staff work and how the players work. So we're really excited about it, especially the partnership with Eric at Rosalie as well is going to be good, and then we'll just see how all that goes.
No, I think it's a fantastic thing, I really do. It's very, very exciting. Yeah. I mean, we'll talk a wee bit with you lads now. I'll start with you, Aaron, if you don't mind.
He's a clever one.
So right, was this a good choice?
Start that first.
I mean, you know, the gaffer said himself, you know, that he knows how it feels to be released by a club. I mean, so how long were you actually at United? You've been there a good while, now?
Yeah, I started at United when I was 9, so I've been there for many years. So it's a hard one to take, but
yeah. So I mean, when you had this opportunity, did you think about other things, or was it a case of no, this is definitely the place for me?
I thought this was the right thing to do.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it now.
And Ollie, you're also somebody who's been at a bigger club, should we say, in the form of Dundee. Similar story, Aaron's?
Yeah, I was there 6 years, and then obviously this year got released, and just excited for another opportunity to get back at it.
I think that's really important because, you know, there's a lot of players would maybe be released by a club, and you're almost kind of left to just get on with it yourself, you know. So I think you would agree, Stuart. The understanding here is that you're trying to protect these boys as well. It's giving them a second opportunity.
It's a platform. If the boys are good enough, which we believe they are, then they'll come through this system kind of thing and into our first team at some stage of their career. That's the plan, and hopefully they're not here long. I'd like to see the three of them go back to full-time football if they can, and we're just a stepping stone for them to give them that second launch pad, I guess, as such, where just because you get released once, it doesn't mean to say you're not good enough. There's been many good players released and come back and
yourself obviously.
So I know Ian Ferguson, for instance, was at Aberdeen, got at least went on to pick up 18 trophies at Rangers or something like that.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
that's
So, as I say, there's other ones, and it'll happen every year. Teams can't take everybody on, but we just think, especially with the guys being local, and it's a thing we've been trying to get and mix that with the other ones that's come through. Callum and Luca, young Ross, and Cammy's coming in as well. So it's good. It's good. It gives us a blend now as well, Ross, and just gives the boys a chance.
Yeah.
It'll be up to them. It's they'll get all the help they can, especially with like Chris Simpson with the strength and conditioning stuff like that, and then training with the first team. But developing playing adult football with Rosalie with Eric is a big thing. So they'll play regular on a Saturday and play an adult football, which is the next stepping stone for them.
Certainly bring them on, that's for sure.
Without a doubt.
And yourself, Casey, well, you've got a slightly different story in
Yeah.
terms of, you know, you've come through the juniors. So,
Yeah.
so what's your background?
Well, I was at Dundee and Dundee United when I was younger as well, but got released from United, left Dundee.
What sort of age would that have been then?
I don't know, it was United when I was about 12, maybe 11,
Okay.
then Dundee when I was about 13, 14 for a year and left then.
I mean, I never. How old are you guys?
17.
Amazing.
Right, okay. So still young boys. So
Yeah.
I say a whole
Right.
career ahead of you. You know,
Mhm.
that's for sure. Well, I think it's brilliant. I think it's brilliant. You guys see yourselves. You've got an opportunity here, and as Stuart says, you know, it's up to you now. If you put in the work and effort, the opportunity is there for you to succeed.
Yeah, it's getting harder for young guys now because when I played, everybody had a youth team, but there's not so many of them around now. You see that across Scotland where we're under 18s have to travel and get football matches, so it is getting difficult to even run teams. Never mind fine competitive games because I think the guys are away down to Queen of South and things like
Yeah.
that just to get
Lot-
games.
lot of travelling.
a lot of commitment from coaches and parents and the young lads themselves. So hopefully this way they're staying local, they're playing local, playing adult football, and then we're excited to see where it goes from there.
Also shows you there's different ways to get to the top. You know what I mean? It's no always an easy pathway.
No.
Yeah.
No, we're not expecting. There will be ones where they come in and they're just natural and it progresses through and they're playing first team football 17, 18. But as I say, I was 23 before I went full time anyway, so I know exactly the path that the boys are on, and it's just depends how hard they want it and how hard you work as well, and then the ability to shine through after that.
No pressure, lads. 5 or 6 years. That's what he's telling you.
I'll be here, but you guys might
You're setting the foundations for this club. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Aye, good on
be.
you. Right, well look, enjoy your time, lads. I hope you enjoy the experience, and I hope you finally make it onto that pitch and, you know, play for the Mo in the first team. It'd be absolutely tremendous. I'd love that. I'd love to call your names out, especially if you're scoring goals.
Aye.
It's always a bonus. Well done.
Cheers, Ross.
Cheers.
No problem.